You're with Newsday. We are taking you live now to the Attorney-General, Christian Porter. He's speaking in Canberra. He'll be unveiling the government's federal ICAC legislation.
So today on the website, I think a few minutes ago, the release of the draft bill for the Commonwealth Integrity Commission was made available. There are actually two bills, the draft bill for the Integrity Commission and a consequential amendments bill. Between the two bills, they total in excess of 390 pages, so it's a complicated and detailed matter that we're dealing with. I don't want to delay everyone for too long today going over matters that are obviously in the bill and in the written materials that describe the bill and summarise the bill and the fact sheets, but I just want to touch on 5 issues. One is about the ultimate operation of what will become the Commonwealth Integrity Commission. The second is about the powers that will attach to the Commission. The third is about the jurisdiction and structure of the Commission. The fourth is about the referrals mechanism, and the fifth is about offences that the Commission will investigate too. So firstly, with respect to the ultimate operation of the Integrity Commission, it will obviously be a specialised, centralised agency that's designed to investigate serious criminal offending related to corrupt conduct and integrity issues. The budget that's provided for the Integrity Commission is $147 million. That's $106 million worth of new money and about $40.7 million of existing allocations to the Australian Commission for Law Enforcement Integrity, which will become the law enforcement division of the ultimate Commonwealth Integrity Commission. In its ultimate operation, it will have 172 staff, and as I say, it will be governed by 393 pages of legislation. So it is a very substantial undertaking. And to give you just some sense of the scale of this, the employees who are employed under the Public Service Act are about 150,000 people at any given point in time. And as you'll see, the jurisdiction for the new Integrity Commission will be much larger than 150,000. So it is a very, very substantial undertaking. Just the second point I wanted to make is with respect to the powers of the Integrity Commission. The Commonwealth Integrity Commission, as you'll see in the legislation, will have greater powers than a Royal Commission. It will have the power to compel people to give sworn evidence at hearings with a maximum penalty of 2 years for failure to comply, 2 years imprisonment, that is. It will have the power to compel people to provide information and produce documents, even if the information would incriminate the person, again with a maximum penalty of 2 years imprisonment for non-compliance. It'll have the power to search people in their houses or seize property under warrant. It'll have the power to arrest people. It'll have the power to intercept phone calls and use other surveillance devices to investigate persons and to confiscate people's passports by court orders. It will also have the ability, its agents, that is its officers, to assume false identities for the purposes of investigation. So with respect to that second point in its powers, it has greater powers than a Royal Commission. On the third point of the jurisdiction reflects the fact that this is a two-part structure. And I might note that with respect to the processes to create a body of this scale, there have been 3 stages. First was the discussion paper, the detailed discussion paper that the Prime Minister and I previously released, and then a consultation process and an expert panel feeding in to my office. The second stage has been the expansion of the jurisdiction of ACLI, the Australian Commission for Law Enforcement Integrity. That is already happening. So an extra $9.9 million and 38 new staff for ACLI to cover 4 new agencies, and that coverage will be affected as of 1 January of next year. And then ACLI will be subsumed into the new body as the law enforcement division of the new body, which will be the final stage of this process. So this process is already substantially underway. The Law Enforcement Integrity Division, which is what ACLI will become in the new Integrity Commission, will have coverage of the Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission, the Australian Federal Police, the Australian Transactions Reports and Analysis Centre, the Department for Home Affairs, the Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment, and its new jurisdiction over the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, the Australian Prudential Regulation Authority, the Australian Securities and Investment Commission and the Australian Taxation Office. The Public Sector Division of the new Integrity Commission will have jurisdiction over public service departments and agencies, parliamentary departments, statutory agencies, Commonwealth companies and Commonwealth corporations. In some circumstances, it'll have jurisdiction over higher education providers, that is tertiary education providers, and research bodies that receive Commonwealth funding, Commonwealth service providers and any subcontractors they engage, as well as, of course, having jurisdiction over parliamentarians and their staff. So the number of the people that will be covered by that public sector division is very large, and it changes, but it is many 100,000, there being 150,000 people employed under the Public Sector Management Act, and then the jurisdiction goes much wider than that.